What is up, Laboman and Steins fans? There's one here, and we are back. The organization has made their move, and we have finally new Steins content, new real Steins content, and not that mobile game bullshit that they've been milking for the last months. Now, what happened? Kitty Basara posted it. It's everyone on Twitter. May just posted it themselves. They are releasing a brand new Steins game 2025. Or is it really a new game? Now, this is the problem we've had, and this is something we're gonna look into. But Steins Gate's a little dead right now. And even though we all still love it, it's very obvious that Steins Gate has been the most popular game they've made so far. And so they are definitely milking the living shit out of it. If you haven't seen all the mobile game collabs, they recently did one with Monogatari, I think. They've been everywhere. And, you know, they've already remade Steins Gate with Steins Gate Elite. And we all had our opinions about that. So, I was excited, you know. There was obviously the talks about Steins God or something like that being created. Or like some kind of sequel. And now we finally have something. And unfortunately, it's a reboot. Now, rebooting isn't necessarily a big deal. But it is maybe a big deal when you've already remade the game once as Steins Gate Elite. Now, nonetheless, they made the trailer, and in this trailer they show the new character sprites, and that's kind of it. So it really is going to just be a remake of the original game. That's what it seems like it's going to be. Now, like I said, they released a trailer that's like a minute. You can look it up yourself. I'll put it in the description for you guys. But basically, it starts out with the year Steins Gate takes place in 2010, and then you see the black hole, and it beeps up all 2025, and then it just shows you the characters, and that's kind of it. And we're gonna compare the characters compared to the original art, because I don't know if it's better. Actually, it's not better, because the original art is so good, guys. The original art is so perfect that trying to redo it isn't gonna cut it. Let's be honest, Steins Gate Elite wasn't what we needed, and we don't need a Steins Gate reboot either. We really don't. So either, you know, let it go or make something new. Everyone loved Phonogram. Phonogram was awesome. Make more of that, you know. But alas, they try to change it up again, resell the same game, earn some more money, I guess. Let's just look at the characters. So it starts out in the trailer with the shot of Okabe. Now, if we look at him, I mean, nah. You know, the Hyuki's original art in the game, like I said, it's already so perfect. It's so perfect. And it was fun and stylized, and it had these little textures through it, and it was so cool and different that I don't know if I like this new design. I mean, sure, it's Okabe. Sure. I mean, hey, look, if we look at the differences, his pants are a little darker. His belt buckle seems to be silver instead of gold. And maybe his shirt has a V-neck, V-line, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, it's such a shame, because obviously visual novels are a very anime thing, and I have never really been into it. Now, obviously, you know, you can say like, hey, all the other games have been like that. Robotics Notes have been. I mean, Robotics Notes is 3D, so we can count that off. But like Chaos Head is very moe anime styled, and maybe that's also why I like the game less. I just, the art of Steins Gate is so different, and it really sets it apart from its peers. So to see the characters dumbed down to just some kind of like regular art style, I guess, maybe that's a mean way to say it, but this looks like the way he would look maybe in a mobile game collab or something like that. You know, we've seen a lot of different artworks of him because of that, because of all the mobile collabs, and it kind of just looks like that. So I'm gonna just say that Okabe original game. I mean, his face is a little weird. We all know that, but it's just so cool, man. All right, and we're gonna keep on going. I mean, hey, look, they redesigned the entirety of Okabe. Let's look at Daru. So which one's the new one, you think? Yeah, exactly. They took the same fucking sprite. I can't imagine you redesigned the characters for this new reboot, and then Daru just keep the same. I understand it. The art was so perfect already, but they made him a little slimmer. They painted out his belt, which looks really weird in the trailer. The trailer one's on the right, but that's just the same art. It's just so odd, guys. I'm not gonna go more about Daru. I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing. Moving on to Kurisu. Like I said, it's Kurisu. She's not that different. You can see that her jacket's like a little looser, a little bit more open, a little bit more out there. But again, like, look at the original Kurisu. Look at the art. Look how her hair, the texture on her hair and her jacket, and it's a shame they take that out. I feel like they've been trying to get rid of the original Steins art style. I mean, it changed a little in Zero, and especially with Steins Elite releasing, it's just been a downward spiral for this lovely series. So yeah, it's Kurisu. She doesn't look bad. It's just, is she better? That's the question. Is she better? Now, Mayuri. Wow. Okay. So this is the only character that seems to have a complete redesign of how she looks. She's sporting the same colors. The hat's a little smaller. The dress is different. Obviously, she's wearing a dress without sleeves and a top underneath that, which in the original it's just a dress. Now, I don't hate it. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just, I just don't know like what their point is, because they use the exact same art for Daru. For the other characters, they keep the style exactly the same, but Mayuri needed the redesign. Like, why? I don't hate it. It's not ugly. I don't like that they make her hair rounder. She looks more like the Steins Gate Zero Mayuri, and I've always liked that little pointy, scruffy hair that she has. And I feel like they're trying to get it more, I don't know, it's getting too round. But yeah, sure. Then we go to, let's see, we have Suzuha. Again, like, I like this art. It's not ugly. It's not ugly at all. This one's nice, but is it better than the original? It looks like maybe they've removed the Adidas branding. Maybe her hair's just covering it, but I feel like they might have removed the Adidas branding off the tracksuit, which is not a big deal. But I mean, it's out there. Good art. Veris. Look at her. Now she has she's a little different, right? I mean, she's not really different. It's we can see that her skirt's just a little different. The clothing's a little different. I don't know if it has the red stitching on the abdomen. And she doesn't have the bracelet. No, she doesn't. Cute. And then we go to, let's see, Rukako. When I saw this one, I was like, that's pretty. I don't hate this one at all. But then I put the original next to it, and look at the color. Look at the color of the original. Look at the red. Look how cool that is. Look at the eyes. I'll leave it up to you. Just look at it and have fun. Last one's Mueka. For this one, they just took the same pose. Put her hand in front of her back. But again, like, is it worth the downgrade, Is the gameplay gonna be the same? Who knows? But this is the art. And so that's kind of it. Comparing the characters. Like I said, do we need a reboot? We just needed the new game. And even with Steins God or whatever, we thought maybe it would be like a spiritual successor, like Chaos Child to Chaos Head, but no, I don't know what I like more, if we just get a reboot or if they had a spiritual reboot. I don't know. I mean, the story's good and it's finished, so we don't need more unless you make little, like Phanogram, stories in different timelines and different divergencies. That'd be cool, but it's whatever. Hey, thank you guys for watching. Please comment what your opinion is on this stuff, because I'd like to have the discussion. We're finally back. Hey, new games means new figures. Let's just hope they release some of the male guys more often. Let's hope we get a new Suzuha. Let's hope we get a Daru maybe. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you in the next video. Edu. Psy. Kungalow.